Missing people at Isha, taking over elephant corridors, forced monkhood, commercializing spirituality. In the heart of Tamil Nadu stands one of India's most influential spiritual organizations and one of its most controversial. Isha Foundation, the center of Sadhguru's life work, has seen millions of people walk through its doors, thousands who decided to stay, while some who decided to never leave. But the media has questions, serious questions, or just allegations. I'm Rushik. I've lived at Isha for more than a year and visited it numerous times. Having a closer look about the reality of the foundation, it's important I clarify on the half-truths which are floating on YouTube and social media. Today, we are diving deep into the most serious allegations against Isha Foundation. Forced conversions to monkhood, missing persons, elephant corridors, the never-ending debate. But it ends in this video. Financial exploitation with high fees and the mysterious case of Vijima's death, Sadhguru's wife. But here's what makes this investigation different. For every accusation, we'll show you the full picture, the headlines and what lies beyond them. What we uncovered might surprise you. Is Isha Foundation a predatory cult masquerading as a spiritual organization, or is it the target of a systematic campaign to discredit Sadhguru's work? By the end of this video, you will have all the facts to decide for yourself. A father accused Isha for forcing his daughters into brahmacharya who are now 39 and 42 years old. 150 policemen came to investigate, found no evidence. In 24 hours, the Supreme Court put stay on the High Court, even condemned the attempt of High Court to defame a spiritual organization. Let's understand this whole scenario. Brahmacharya is a highly selective process at Isha. More requests are denied than accepted. I personally know people who've been applying for brahmacharya for more than 5 years but still aren't initiated by Sadhguru. If you are wondering why people leave family and parents to become monks, let me remind you that Buddha left his wife, kids and kingdom for his spiritual growth. The world worships him today for the inner treasures he found and shared with the world. In the search of something bigger, people have always left smaller pleasures. What we think as sacrifice is simply a life choice. The challenge with brahmacharya is they are trying to conquer the inner world. We can't see their achievements, and perhaps this is the reason society finds it hard to understand the practice of brahmacharya. YouTube is full of controversial videos on this topic. Let's hear what Sadhguru has responded on this claim.
She was like my shadow for 12 years. She lived as a part of my life in everything that I did. There have been thousands of incidents where people have left their body consciously. It is the peak of yoga in many ways. So she announced that she will leave almost 9 months ahead of that time. And she even prepared my daughter, who was only 7 years of age. Paramahamsa Yogananda sat in front of 700 people, announced that I'm leaving my body now, and he left. So what do you think, it's suicide?
When it comes to the spiritual path and its processes, there is only so much that the English language can articulate. Mahasamadhi is one such thing. It happened in the presence of hundreds of people after months of sadhana and preparations. 12 hours after she left her body in full awareness, she was cremated in the presence of over 2,000 people. It was 8 months after Vijima's Mahasamadhi that people chose to file a police complaint alleging foul play. Isha immediately welcomed a full investigation by law enforcement, despite the fact that it was one of the most painful experiences that violated every shred of human decency. The investigation into Vijima's Mahasamadhi revealed nothing suspicious, and the case was finally thrown out of court in 1999. Why are Isha programs so expensive? Should a spiritual process be so commercialized? The spiritual process is always offered for free. It is the organizing of these programs that costs money, which is what the participants pay for. Even if the program gives profits, Isha is still an NGO. All the money eventually is used in humanitarian projects only. Basically, nothing goes into Sadhguru's own pockets. You will be surprised to know that the most advanced program of Isha is without any fees. This is a 7-day silence program that happens at the ashram. Up to 5,000 people undergo this with hundreds of volunteers and months of preparations absolutely free. Had Isha been into profiteering, they would have charged a premium for this most advanced program. There's one more reason. I've been teaching Sadhguru's yoga for 2 years now. Every time I tried free programs, people have always registered but not appeared. Or even if they come, they are casual in the class. That's because people don't understand the difference between price and value. Charging a certain fee also acts as a filter to bring the people with the right commitment. Isha's yogic practices aren't some fringe exercises. These programs have been a turning point in lives of millions. To experience them, it's very important that one attends with the right spirit and commitment. This is unarguably the hottest controversy of Isha. Let's put it to rest today for good. I'll give you 3 strong evidences. Number 1. Tamil Nadu Forest Department has not notified any elephant corridors in Coimbatore district. Tamil Nadu Forest Department seems to have officially notified a grand total of 0 elephant corridors in the region where Isha Yoga Center is located. In fact, there are no elephant corridors notified in the entire district where the center is located. Isha has double checked this in 2013 through an RTI. The nearest elephant corridors notified by the Forest Department are in the adjoining Nilgiris district. An expert committee report published online by the Tamil Nadu Forest Department identifies 5 corridors within Tamil Nadu, which are all located in the Sigor plateau of the Nilgiris. These 5 corridors are found in the Nilgiris district and not in the Coimbatore district. Number 2. In 2010, the Elephant Task Force of the Ministry of Environment and Forests published Gajah, an extensive study on the protection of elephants in India. The report identified 10 top priority and 10 second priority elephant corridors in South India. Isha is not within any of these corridors. Number 3. In 2005, the Wildlife Trust of India published the first edition of Rite of Passage Elephant Corridors of India, which identifies 88 elephant corridors in India. In 2017, the second edition was published, which identifies 101 elephant corridors. Isha Yoga Center is not located in any of these 101 corridors. This publication is the most comprehensive study on elephant corridors in India. All these publications are available online and can easily be checked. Sadhguru is often seen with celebrities, politicians, and people of influence. That's because nobody clicks his photos when he's working in villages and the normal janta. Let's talk about Isha Gramotsav, biggest village sports festival of India. 1,59,000 players, 13,350 plus teams, 30,000 plus villages, and 28,350 plus women players. Sachin, Kiran Bedi, Anurag Thakur have attended and praised this event. But the media agency won't fetch much TRPs out of it, and so it stays out of mainstream news. Isha has also been teaching free yoga in schools and prisons for years now. Rally for Rivers, Rural Rejuvenation, Save Soil, Isha Vidya, Conscious Planet, these are some of the initiatives that have reached the masses. Working with highly influential people is important to turn initiatives into action. Buddha in his times used to work closely with the kings. The influential person who took Buddhism to masses was Ashoka. Without Ashoka, Buddhism might not have been as big as we see it right now. So, a spiritual movement does need influential support to reach the masses. One of the leading national news agency floated this news. Many people gone missing at Isha. Of course, the article was brought down in 24 hours. This isn't even a controversy. Out of the 75 million people who visited Isha Yoga Center in the last 30 years, do you even know how many went missing? 1,000? 500? 50? 10? It's just 6. And out of this, 5 have been found, and for the 6th person who's missing, Isha Foundation itself had filed the police complaint. Imagine a national news agency just casually floating out such defamatory articles. Such news and controversies are nothing more than poor attempts to sabotage the image of Sadhguru and Isha. In 2013, the case of Asharam Bapu dominated the headlines and cast a long shadow over Hindu spiritual leaders. Today, we find ourselves facing a similar situation with the recent allegations against Isha Foundation. But let's take a closer look at the facts before jumping to conclusions. First and foremost, it's essential to acknowledge that Isha has established itself as one of the safest environments for women. The foundation adheres to government's social welfare department guidelines, featuring a robust internal compliance committee and strict compliance with the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act. This commitment underscores their dedication to creating a secure space for everyone. Moreover, numerous women who reside at Isha have bravely come forward to share their positive experiences. They speak of a nurturing environment where they feel empowered and safe, something that often gets overlooked in sensationalized narratives. Sadhguru, the founder of Isha, has repeatedly championed the cause of reviving the feminine spirit in a society that has often sidelined it. His advocacy for women's empowerment is not just rhetoric, it's reflected in the very fabric of the organization. Let's not forget Isha's unique temple, one of the few in the country managed entirely by female priests. This is a testament to the organization's commitment to honoring and uplifting women. Tell me, can a place that celebrates the divine feminine truly be unsafe for women? Thank you for watching this video till the end. Hope this brought clarity about one of India's top spiritual organizations, which is helping build global reputation for Indian spirituality. I request you to share it in your circles and follow our channel for more of such content.